My phone better not be doing this. My phone's gonna be going crazy through the microphone. Ba-ding, 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 ba-ding.
Well, just take and turn down then.
I don't want to miss anything.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So it's not quite an easy topic to discuss, but it has to be said.
Hmm.
Quite frankly, my ex, who I thought was the best, wasn't. And it wasn't until after that I actually realized that they were the most horrible person.
Hmm. We even discuss
They
this on
didn't
like a
do
daily basis too. It's,
exactly. And the fact of the matter is, they did nothing for me.
mhm.
All they did was use me, like use my body, my money. They did nothing for me in return.
No kind of emotional support or nothing.
Not at all.
Like even the story you told me yesterday. Uh,
Yeah,
I'd, I'd rather you
it
go into detail
was,
about that since you know more of it.
yeah, it was quite a difficult time because during that specific time frame, something had happened prior, and I was just feeling really down and out and just really sad. And we were out at the public mall and we were just walking around, and I had this long face. And we were walking, but they didn't turn and look at me or anything. They just kept looking forward and walking, and they said, "Fix your face. People are looking at me."
You know, just because you're feeling down and upset. And it's.
Exactly.
I still have a funny feeling you were upset because you weren't talking to me that day. That's
That could
the
have been.
funny feel. The only feeling I could think of. Because even back
Yeah.
then, you knew I was trying to make your day, and even well, near hurting myself trying to make your day. But more on that some other day. Like even
Yeah.
you know I would do anything for you to help you.
Exactly. And on another note, aside from them saying, "Fix your face," people are looking at me. Um, Whenever I was super stoked about something,
Hmm.
or like, just really excited and wanted someone to share that excitement with me, they would just shoot it down and say, "Oh, okay." Like they didn't even give a crap.
Kind of like what this one person on YouTube pointed out. It's basically showing no love at all.
Mm-hmm. And here I was during the time of that relationship, dare I say, head over heels. Not now, thank God.
You'd be head over
But
heels over me.
yeah, for you. But during that time, I was head over heels, no matter how many times people had warned me,
Hmm.
"Oh no, they're not a good person. They're not a good person." I was just so much in denial. But now I look back and I realize that they're right.
It's common for somebody to not see it at first.
Yeah, until it's too late.
Hmm.
I'm just. They may not have been physically abusive, but I'm pretty sure they were emotionally and mentally abusive. I just. I guess I'm lucky that I hadn't gotten to the point where it would become physical.
I thought it has if you would go technical about it, but if we even bring that up on YouTube, it's just like demonetization right there and too much of an adult topic. But
Yeah, but I'm talking about as far as abusive wise. I'm lucky I
I'm
didn't
still
get to
thinking
that point.
that's the part I'm thinking of. But and you know what I'm trying to think of. We basically do it whenever we feel it.
Yeah, but
Again, more on that
I'm
on another page.
Yeah, but I know for a fact that they were definitely abusive emotionally.
mm,
They disregarded my emotions. Whenever I was sad, they would. There was even this one time that I was just sad for no reason out of the blue, and I just listened to some music, and they called me, and I was like, and like I texted them beforehand saying, "Hey, I'm listening to so and so because I'm feeling this way, no idea why." And then they called me, they didn't see the message yet. I was like, "Look at the chat." And they're like, "Oh, okay." Click.
ugh, don't even want to be emotionally supportive.
Yeah, they're a complete douchebag.
They say that they were in a that they were in another relationship just fairly recently. Yeah, right.
Uh, the I suppose the current relationship they have is the same one that was going on during the time that I was still with them. A three-way.
And already, even people will have something against the whole three-way situation, even online. You can probably see why.
Yeah. I'm glad I up and left whenever I did because I just cut all contact. Now, I'll just go and say this. The person that I suppose they're with now, they've done no wrong.
Mm-hmm.
They've done no wrong whatsoever because they haven't done anything wrong towards me. They haven't done any ill will.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I barely even knew them, but this person on the other hand, my ex, they've done everything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on the other hand, my ex was cheated on,
Payback,
which,
isn't it?
yeah, payback is a
Mm-hmm.
but apparently they're still together.
How did you hear about this?
Just a hunch, really.
But you said that you were informed.
Oh, yeah, yeah, sorry, I wasn't.
But from who?
Um, uh, friend of mine.
Mm.
Yeah, I have no idea why they told me. It was just like up and out of the blue, like, hey, they're still together, apparently.
But what about
But
the whole cheated thing?
was part of it.
You never showed me the text?
Mm-mm. I just, I didn't want to think too much on them because it would just boil my blood would boil, so to speak.
I'm surprised you didn't show that to me. I would have went to them. Not in
Yeah,
a harsh way, but maybe just to help you out a little bit.
you and your due.
It's what I do the best.
Yeah. Any thoughts on your end, hon?
Honestly, I kind of just wish they were never in the picture from the beginning.
Yeah.
I sensed something with them from day one. I seen things since day one, and I was fallen to that victim that you had mentioned earlier.
Yeah. I only interacted with them a few times. Barely got to know them, but I mean, they seemed like a chill person, like, same situation I was in, pretty much.
And yet they still decided to stick around. Mm.
Apparently so.
If they were smart, they would leave.
Yeah.
But knowing that, it's way to go, stupid. You got yourself in the trouble. Stay in it. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, pretty much. But aside from that, well, they literally never got me anything. Well, no, I can't say that. Well, they've only ever gotten me two different, a couple of things, only two different times. And only one of them was for my birthday. Out of the 2.5 odd years together, they only got me for only one of my birthdays. They got me a gift.
Hmm.
And it was some Dragon Ball figurines. They said they spent over $100 for it. Like, oh, boo hoo.
Big deal. I probably spent more on you if you were to think about it.
Yeah. And the second thing, they got me a wolf plush, a big one, not a gigantic one, but a decent sized one. If I
Hmm.
were to have it hold it standing up, it would probably come up to my waist.
Mm. But yeah, it's never. If they want to say, "Oh, this costs so much amount of money," then it goes to show how greedy they can be.
Not only that, but the fact that they really didn't give a shit about me.
Hmm.
And I'm pretty sure I poured thousands of dollars into them.
Yeah.
And I mean thousands.
And they never gave you any of it back.
They always said they would.
And never did.
Mm-mm.
Until I get my hands on them. Good luck with that, though. You can surprise somebody with objects that are not really a need or a necessity.
Exactly. I mean, look at me for crying out loud.
Hmm.
They just come in. It's not a necessity, but it's something I like.
Hmm.
And you saw I was over the moon about it.
Hmm.
Jumping around and just a squealing like a little kid.
Although you have necessities, though, things that keep you warm.
Yeah,
You currently got them on, too.
exactly.
Came from the best.
Yeah. And it's even better that the material is soft. Pockets! You have no idea how stressful it is for women's clothing to actually have pockets. It's either they're only for design or just this big. This big.
I guess I'm glad I found the right thing again.
Exactly. You get a woman a pair of pants that has pockets, and I mean pockets.
Like pockets you
She'll
can
love
stick
you.
your entire arm through.
Not like that, but like
But I know what you
a
mean.
decent size.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you find something like that, she will love you. But of course, I already do.
Yeah.
But it will definitely make her day.
Hmm.
Hands top, or sorry, hands down.
I think the other pants I have upstairs that I wanted to give you have pockets in them too. I just don't know how to ship them.
Yeah, well, you could use the UPS, but you'd have to pay for that. You'd
Hmm.
have to pay for shipping and whatnot. But
Because
um,
I got me a pair of pants and they sent them to me at I think either a medium or a small. I can't remember. They wouldn't go around my waist.
you got that badonkadonk.
No, you do too.
I can't argue that. But another thing, just lost it.
You have more badonk than me.
No, 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 it was something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, yeah. This is something that happened that we were technically on break from the relationship before we got together.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
On break my foot.
something something they never did for me, but they did for their supposed current partner. Because, like, I don't know if it's true or not, and I'd rather not exactly believe what somebody tells me until I see it myself. But on a weekend or sometime during the week, my ex took that partner to an aquarium in a different state.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
and they wouldn't do that with you.
No. The most that they've ever done for me is take me out to a restaurant. And we've only done that like twice. And we've only, out of the entire 2.5 years that we were dating, we only went out on one official date. One.
Wow.
That upset me too, but I was like, all right, suit yourself. I'm, because like I was like during the whole time of me being in that supposed break, I was mentally detaching myself because I saw a post, I think, on like Facebook or somewhere, and it said, once you lose a woman mentally, the rest of her follows.
Hmm.
And that happened. Even after they were saying, like, oh, I've been talking this over with, I've been talking about it over with so and so about us getting back together. I was like, okay, that don't tell me nothing. But then there was that one night that I just cut all contact with them, and I was like, I didn't look back.
Instead, you
I mean,
looked
sure, I
forward
was
to the
still,
next.
yeah. Granted, I was still a little devastated because, I felt like I wouldn't have anybody, but yet here I am with
Mm-hmm.
the best person.
More than the best, if anything.
Exactly.
We've even known each other for 7 years, and
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel
from
like it's been 8, to be honest.
it does feel like it's been a little longer. But the amount of
Yeah.
ships that people have done with us from even day one, people wanted us to be together from the start. Nah,
Yeah, I remember you mentioning something about it, but I've just never seen it.
dang, these people are not wanting to shut up. I wonder how many dings interrupted this video. Ding!
It's probably some of my Facebook friends commenting on my post.
That could be true.
I'm gonna check it out.
Brandon,
Brandon?
what's he saying nice to? Well, that doesn't help.
Nope. It's only your comments on there. No reply.
I
Eh.
just got a nice on the video I posted for the protest. That's all I said was nice. Really, I need help with it, not just nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say you've made a huge step up in finding the right person.
Yeah. I'll admit I was scared at first because, like, even though I'd known you for 7 years, well, at the time it was 6, but I was still a little scared because, like, I had always been weary about online relationships because they had never gone right. But I've been proven wrong
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't the right person.
Even on how long we've actually known each other.
Yeah. I've just been through so many bad online relationships. I just really become cautious and, you know, hesitant on doing anything as far as online. And that's whenever I started going, seeing about dating people that I knew from like around high school and stuff like that here in town. But you see how that turned out.
Mm-hmm.
And dating apps, even worse.
Yeah, dating apps are just scams.
Yeah.
Never wanted to trust them from the day they existed.
Yeah.
Although dating
No.
apps, look what they've turned into. I've even seen advertisements, and all it is just a bunch of people getting together to bang.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now, some people find their luck on certain dating apps, but it's usually best if you just meet somebody from a friend of a friend or something like that.
mm-hmm.
Someone you know you can rely on to trust
Yeah,
and not set you astray, but even some friends are still snakes in the grass.
some siblings can even be snakes in the grass too.
Exactly. Or
Venomous
needle in a
snakes.
haystack.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
But hey, you did step up huge when it came to finding the right one, and I want to say now, no matter what goes on, I'm not going to be afraid of people looking at us. I'm actually wanting people to look at us and be like, this is what they're doing stuff right there. They're the types of people that we should be looking up to. That's what I
He's
want
setting
them
the
to see.
example.
Sutton, yes.
That's what I'd like too,
Mm-hmm.
because, I mean, I'm honestly glad that I'm together with, that I'm with you, because aside from the fact that I've been having to relearn and like unlearn and relearn some things,
Mm-hmm.
I've been the happiest I've this is the happiest I've ever been, and I mean that truthfully, and I'm not saying that just because I'm head over heels, but
I've even
I'm
seen it earlier
truthfully,
today.
yeah, I'm truthfully speaking from the heart on this.
Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely the happiest I've ever been.
Not gonna lie, this was the happiest I've ever been too. I just wish we had the relationship. I just wish we had the relationship sooner than what we had. But
Yeah, there's a time and there's a place.
mm-hmm.
And look at us. We're both eager to be in each other's arms.
Mm-hmm.
And we're only a little over 6 months in.
Yeah. You know, those pants really do match the jacket. I'm actually surprised.
They sure do.
I
Two of my favorite things, red and black and fire.
think I'm gonna
Now, that
have
doesn't mean I'm a pyromaniac, though. Nope.
to.
It's just
Right.
it's just beautiful to look at.
Mm-hmm. Now all I gotta do is work on like a shirt or a crop top or something to go with the jacket.
Yep.
But yeah, allow me to set an example, or to show people to set an example of what a true relationship should look like when it comes to you and me. If people stare at us, I'll allow it. I wouldn't want them to see what a true relationship should look like. You're upset or want to talk about something, we can talk about it. We can sort things out. If Even if it's just a small hug in the middle of the mall floor, I'll do that. I'll,
It's a big,
I'll even spoil you
big
half to
house.
death right now. But
I mean, you already have started.
I started, but I don't want to end it.
Nor would I. And the thing is, like, the biggest foundation of a strong and healthy relationship is not only communication,
Mhm.
but trust. And you can't have love without trust.
Exactly.
Now, I will admit, I had to relearn how to trust again
Mhm.
because, a lot of my trust was broken in that relationship.
I mean, don't get me
Because it
wrong. We
was
still have our
always,
trust issues with some people. The majority
yeah,
of people, if anything.
yeah, but I've learned to trust you, and quite frankly, that's the best decision I've ever made. Because I know my trust is in good hands,
Mhm.
and I know you would do whatever it takes to make sure I'm safe, protected, and happy. I mean, hell, every single time I clock out, and get out of the building, I call you as soon as I'm done clocking out, or at least until I get out of the building, and just like
Mhm.
instant stress relief because I'm so happy to hear your voice.
I was unprepared today. Not gonna lie, I didn't even have Facebook up on my PC. Hey,
Yeah,
that's how eager you were.
mm-hmm. And I've started just saying, incoming! And I wanted to wait till you saw the message, but it's like, I can't wait. Click.
That's what makes me smile and laugh right there. It makes me happy.
And it makes me happy too because I know once I'm on the phone with you and after I get home and comfortable, I know that I can have a stress free evening
Mhm.
and just wind down and just like kick back, relax, have some laughs,
Mhm.
and then just be able to relax. No, and also I would be able to know that I can be able to sleep. I can be able to sleep good. Go, 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 go. And we sometimes act like we're kids, but really, it's just the fact of us being immature. But it's still fun nonetheless.
What's the fun in being mature?
Yeah. Now there's a time and there's a place, but if it ain't the time and place, we gonna be goofing our heads off.
You know another thing that just dawned on me?
Mm-hmm.
We both ordered a leather jacket.
No, I didn't order one yet, hon.
I thought you said you did.
No, the ones that I was looking at, pretty high priced. Besides, I'd rather wait until I
Not
have
even the
money in
one
my.
that, not even the one that I sent you earlier.
No, I wanted to be sure I had enough money, and I just rather wait until I get paid before I do that, just to be on the safe side.
Man, that was like 20. That was like $20 right there.
Yeah, I know, but
I didn't know
I
you.
still got insurance to pay for.
Hmm. I would have paid for it, but you saw the struggle with that and wouldn't even let me.
Mm-hmm. Mine might come in a little bit later, but we'll still have the same jacket.
Okay. Does make me curious to know. Kind of a small interruption. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I think
But
it had tracking on it. Or confirm. Two.
the more I look back on that relationship, the more that I'm seeing all the red flags and the
Mm-hmm.
fact of them being toxic and how naive I've how naive it made me feel because I thought I'd actually found someone that actually wouldn't treat me like complete crap, but here
Yeah.
I am wrong again.
Like what I said, we all make mistakes.
And here, honestly, I thought that I was done with all this toxic mess and whatnot, but here I was wrong. but I know I'm not wrong this time. I mean, these pants literally came in earlier today, and I I really don't want to take them off at all.
Yeah.
And also this necklace that I really, really love. I'm
I
not sure if the camera can catch it,
no, it did.
but yeah, I already love it. I'm kind of wanting to wear it to bed, but I'm kind of still hesitant because I don't want to end up messing it up.
You don't have to.
Yeah, but if I take it off, I probably will forget and not put it back on.
Well, you said you take your jacket to work, right?
Yeah, I sometimes remember it, but I just got this, so it's not gonna be in my object permanence list,
Hmm.
so to speak.
Well, if you have to, then you have to.
I'll just leave it on.
Okay.
I'll just leave it on because I really don't want to take it off. That's how much I love it. But since I have this, it kind of makes me want to take this off, but then it would feel weird without me having a choker on because I've had this thing on for over 2 years and I've never
Leave
taken
both
it
on
off.
then. Leave both on then.
Okay.
You okay?
Just really happy.
It sounded like you were about to cry for a minute.
Even if I were. Tears of happiness. Tears of joy, rather.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But aside from the fact that, the whole relationship was nothing but toxic and mentally/emotionally abusive, they would, I mean, even after the fact, they reached out to you that one time and tried to break us up.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, she's cheating on you with me and my actual partner. We were never lovers. We were actually just friends with um
Benefits.
benefits. Yeah. Hmm. Strange. It would be interesting to see how somebody could cheat and pull off being on the phone at the same time, watching every single thing you do right next to her sister at all times. Somebody should have thought about that a lot sooner. Uh,
Yeah, it just goes to show how stupid they are. Yeah, but aside from that, it was something else we discussed a couple of weeks ago.
mhm. Even a viewer on YouTube has seen that.
No, I'm talking about the fact of, um, you said it was like intentional rape or something.
Mm.
Yeah,
If you do think about it, though, that's what it would have been. Because if you were never in a relationship, in their eyes, then yes, that's what it would have been.
yeah,
But I see you as the best thing that has ever happened to me, as my one and only true love,
the light in your darkness,
the apple of my eye,
the sun to my stars.
the light at the end of the
Consider the
tunnel.
fact that, yeah, the reason why. I just thought about, me saying the sun to my stars with your name literally being Sunchipp.
Gives it a whole new meaning.
Mm-hmm. But it's still true. Because I love the night sky, but I also love a sunset.
Mm-hmm. That's why I did the whole sunset thing with my last remix that I did.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I already see you as my husband.
And I already see you as my wife. Mm-hmm.
Never actually felt like this in any relationship. As far as any relationship I had been in previously, I'd imagined them as my spouse, but never actually thought of them as that.
Mm-hmm.
Not only can I see you as my husband, I think of you as my husband. I mean, we already act like we're married because, like, I'd be like, I'd be like, hey, hun, can you remind me of this, or can you do this or this or this for me?
Even that, you just played jokes too. That's
Yeah, and the fact that my sister, I mean, she has no problem. She's glad that I'm happy. Of course, that matters for any sibling that
mm-hmm.
actually cares about you, but I can tell. She may not say it, but I can tell she approves
Mm-hmm.
completely.
I think she even saw us being together too before we were together.
I
So,
think so.
so technically, she was supportive since day one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
One thing I'm definitely happy about is the fact that you got me out of a complete crap show.
for sure,
Yeah, you
for
were really
sure.
on. You were on me like a glue on paper to make sure I cut all contact with them, and I did.
Made you the happiest thing in the world after you did that.
Yeah, granted, it was a bit of a struggle for me at first, but look where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One thing I know for sure is the fact that I know I can be able to come to you with any sort of issue.
Mm-hmm.
We can work it out together. You can cheer me up. Now, granted, some names or situations may upset you, but after I'm able to help you calm down, we talk it over.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're still going to discuss it.
Mm-hmm.
And there are even some problems that you come to me about that I'd help you with if I'm able to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that I still got my knack for relationship advice, I guess you could say,
Hey,
because
you and
at
I
work,
both.
yeah, because at work, there's this volunteer that probably doesn't have a girlfriend or something. I don't know, but I just shared a little insight from a woman's perspective on what matters. Like, the little things matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, little gifts here and there, little like compliment here and there, or just like, really making her feel good about herself.
Mm-hmm.
And you hyping her up, that's gonna mean something to her.
Yeah.
And there's this quote that I remember seeing posted up on the inside of the counter when I was working at my previous job that said, people may not always remember what you say, but they will always remember how you made them feel.
Yeah.
And that especially applies to women.
Mm-hmm.
Not just women, but to men too. Because they have to brave it all and just put on a safe face and act like everything's okay.
Yeah.
And they could be tearing up on the inside.
I'm that perfect
It's a
example
double
right there.
standard.
Yeah. And you even see me on a daily basis. It's you see the things that I go through, the abuse my brother puts me to, and here I am still smiling, making you feel happy.
And I do the same because I make sure by the end of the day, you are truly smiling and laughing. And I've taken your battles up and I've made them mine as well.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd be damned if I let you fight them alone.
Yeah.
But also, even if you are tearing up on the inside, I at least make it bearable and try and help you work through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you did the same for me.
Yeah.
So, any thoughts on your end? Just about anything?
Um, Honestly, I think we got it all clear.
Well, if that's the case, then Sunship and Miss Sunship, we'll see y'all
Out.
later.